Hello. Well, Tim here is camping by mistake. I got my backpack here that I keep in my car, especially during winter. You're gonna need some of that stuff. Got a couple things down here. I'll show you what those are. One's a sleeping bag, and the other one, well, it's kind of a sleeping bag. We are going to do a thing here with. That's such a nice set of trees over there. A deer slept over there. Right, you're not gonna see it from me pointing, I don't think. But, anyways, so Minnesota, cold, winter, first week of January 2022. So, if you look at what temperatures are like in Minnesota during that week, you know it's cold. Get a little heat snap today of 23 I saw for the area that I'm in, but otherwise it's supposed to be single digits. It's been, negative 30, sometimes lower in some places here this past week or so. So it's been rough, but I keep this in my car all the time. It's always in there. I don't really change anything in this. This has always stayed the same. Everything in here is gonna help me survive at the least for one night. There's no food in here, it's just gear. We're gonna lay that out for you and show you what we got. Let's get, for one, pay good money for good gloves. Especially if you're gonna be somewhere where it gets cold. Alright, so let's start with this. Everyone makes fun of these. I see a lot of the gear review guys and everyone, they make fun of these. But guess what? I mean, for one, I just use it to hang my backpack up. But, I mean, Ferrocerium rod right there. Striker. They always try to do this guy, keep it together and, oh, this is stupid. This is stupid. Well, guess what? All of them, that striker comes out. You don't have to keep the thing like that, and then you can get up close and personal and, oh, look at that. Spark. So much easier. You can get more power into it. Flip it around. It's just funny. People give it such a bad, oh, it's a toy, it's a gimmick. It's not. You got a whistle. It's not the greatest whistle, but it'll alert someone that you're there. So anyways, I keep that on the hanging loop. You keep that on the hanging loop. You can use it to hang it somewhere. Even if you don't, it's there. It's fire starter. You got it. This pocket, something that I got came with, well, we'll start with this. You got your spoon, fork, knife guy. You can carabiner it on because it comes with a carabiner. I have two of these. One I lost the spoon, but I have two of these. They're super lightweight. You can't even feel it. Like, I don't even know it's in my hand right now other than I'm holding it. So you got that. Comes with the carabiner. I got these. These came with a tarp setup or something. Oh, you know what? This came with the hammock, but I bought straps for the hammock. So I bought the cheaper hammock. So it came with rope. I think each piece is 10 feet or something. that's substantial enough. You don't need much more than that. And actually, when you're doing a hammock, you don't want a super distance anyways, because if you do, you have more chance that your hammock's gonna sag further, for one, and for two, you have more sway. So the shorter distance you go with your hammock straps, the less sway, in a sense, you're gonna have in your hammock. Oh, come on. Why did I put you there? Why did I put you there? Don't put a carabiner on a netted pocket. You got on the net. Okay. We'll just put this here. This is where I used to put it, was on that. So you put it on that strap. This side is the tree hugger hammock straps. That's what I was talking about, that replaced these. Next, in this pocket, we got a cutter. We got ourselves a Fiskars, button activated. Got 2 settings. This is if you're cutting under a branch. I never found that very practical to bend it to cut a branch. I guess I can see the practicality of it a little. Typically, you're going to use it just folded normal like this. That, I like the Silky better than Fiskars. I'll just say that. That's the only thing I'm going to say about that. So, got that in there. I got my buck knife that you've seen in the other videos, and you will see in more videos to come. It's pretty much my only bushcrafting knife. As long as you keep it sharp, you really only need one. This is gear that I put together over time, kind of scrapping things together. As you can see, you know, kind of, if you look at it in a way of someone who doesn't always do outdoor, or someone who doesn't film doing outdoor, I think that's kind of a misconception that people get with, you know, YouTubers that do these outdoor videos. Yeah, they have all that gear because they've been doing the videos for such a long time. They need to do these things, or, you know, buy more things so they can try new things to see what works better, and show the general public what's going to work better. I put this stuff together with a budget that I could handle. You know, I'm not sponsored by anybody, so I'm not getting anything, say, hey, try this out, give us a review, tell us what you think. I don't get that. So what you get, or what you pay for, is what you get when you get a knife. Pay good money for a knife. Do your research. You want something to last, something that's not gonna wear out, something that's not gonna break, something that's, the edge is gonna last a long time. You don't have to sharpen it so much. Do your research. Always do your research. I have these tiny aluminums. I have multiples of a lot of stuff in here. You'll see I got these aluminum tent stakes. I got these screw-in ones. They look like this on the other end. I have some other normal, they're foot long with a good head on them so that they're not gonna like break or anything, made out of some good metal. I got some of those in here too. Redundancies, yes. Necessary, not completely. But those little red aluminum stakes, they not only are stakes, you can use them as toggles. So everything you got, you use it to your best ability. I'm gonna set this down, get you guys closer, because it'll be easier to look at the rest of the stuff on the ground. All right, so we'll start in the big pocket, because then I can lay something down to lay this stuff on. But Ozark Trail, you know, generic, cheaper brand. Again, a backpack I've had for years, and it does its job. It really does. I'm definitely proud of, or not proud of it because I didn't make it, but yeah, it's good stuff. So we got our hammock. It's something it's always kept in here. Hammock. Got this poncho here, Sierra Designs, another Target brand. But this is going to be our display mat for today. Let's keep it folded in half. I used this poncho in some of the first videos. There was that video where we showed the aftermath of the storm, where we got flooded in. So this is the poncho that I used and wore to dig that trench in said video. This will be our gear tarp for today. So we got our hammock, normal, typical double hammock. We got a spare rain fly that for my hammock tent. The one had a hole in it, so I got a new one, and the extra, whether a hole in it or not, still going to provide shelter. So I have that on top of, I can use this as a shelter if I needed. We got this. This is not necessary right now. I suppose I could have taken this out to make room for something else, but this is just bug netting. My summer camp setup, or emergency setup. So that's what's in that big pocket, aside from the water bladder. Let's see, this one came with a 2-liter water bottle. Get that back in there. It's got its own pocket. It's got the where did it go? Oh yeah, the nozzle for it comes out through here for when you need to drink it. If you have it filled with water, which I don't, so it's irrelevant. But then I got these gloves, which I kind of already went over. Got this, which came with this. This is it's an over-under quilt, so when you're in a hammock, it covers you 360 degrees, front to back. There's venting on each side, so it doesn't completely close on each end, but that's because you need to breathe. So there's that. This is like a guy line. It came with the beefy hooks, so that way you can either put this on that, or you can use this in conjunction with this. But either way, this should go the length of your hammock. This is my first aid slash fire start slash emergencies type stuff. I got some water or some stormproof matches in this box here. I got some of these. I'll show you these up close a little bit more. Go Fire. It's like a powder. It's like a plasticky kind of powder type thing. It's fire starter regardless. A few pouches of those. I got, for the summertime, I got some ticket insect repellent wipes. Again, this came from one of those $20 fishing pole kit set things from Target or Walmart. You can get them, you know, get them anywhere. You don't have a kid, then just get one anyways. It's 20 bucks. And then, you know, they don't come full with fishing gear, so you could pack even more fishing gear in there, or you can pack other stuff. Like, I got some batteries in here for a headlamp if I need. I got a squeeze nozzle for drinking out of a bottle. It'll fit on like a 20 ounce or something. I got some steak seasoning in here. I have a different UST brand wet fire. It's another powder. I think they're supposed to come in like a solid piece like this one, but you turn it into a powder and it works just the same, obviously. More redundancy with fire starting. This is coffee filters that I rolled in some wet wax, some candles. You know, some birthday candles. Birthday candles work awesome for starting fires. Now, this is something a lot of people would think is a joke. For one, I got a bottle slash can opener. Well, think about it. You're out somewhere. Maybe you do have a can of soup or something in your car, or you can even use that chisel point on that can opener to dig or whittle something. A little microfiber towel, multiple uses for that. You know, it's small, but you could still use it to kind of filter sediment a little bit out of water. But this is what some people would think is a joke. This little tiny, you know, it's no longer than my hand. Emergency situation, if this is your only cutting device, hey, it's got a handle. If it's even more survival, you can take this thing apart, use the blade in conjunction with a long stick or something. You got yourself a spear. Attach it to something else and use it as a projectile, or just use it as a knife. So it has many uses. As small as it is, it fits in here. If I was to be stranded anywhere with one boxed item, it would probably be this with some storm matches in there. This box, I think, could get you pretty far. If you know other methods of, like, you can create your own cordage, and you can trap or snare fish or game, or, you know, I don't have fire. The huge redundancy in this pack right here is fire. It's very important to have. I only have the one ferrocerium rod, but that box of matches. It's not in a waterproof case by all means, but sits here in my bag. It fits with all my other stuff, and that's what I got with me. So, knife, saw, aluminum stakes that can be used as toggles, tiny bungee cord, numerous uses for that. I got these 4 screw-in tent stakes. Got that I already showed you. I got multi-webbed tree hugger straps, so you can set your distances pretty good with that. Got these 2 10-foot. I don't even know what they were. I think they said 350 or something, but they're pretty thick. But I think they're just like a normal rope, not like paracord-y type rope. You got those. You got the silverware, the bug net, which we're not going to use because it's cold. There's no bugs. The water bladder. That's it. And oh yeah, the gloves, the extra rain fly, and sleeping bag. So this is only rated to 40 degrees. This is a 40 to 60 degree bag. So the idea is, if you double up on them, what does it really turn into? Is it a 20 degree? Is it a 0 degree? I don't know the math on it. I'm sure there might be some people on YouTube that probably break it down and give you the math on it, but I haven't looked, nor do I know how that would work. But let's see here. That is all of the gear that I keep for winter. So yeah, it all fits in one bag aside from these. Everything all in one bag. You adjust your bag how you need more to you. Cool, fine. But this is what I got in my vehicle all times. If you know your way around any like ways to keep warm, you got your hammock. Put your over-under quilt over the hammock. It basically is like a sleeping bag tube that goes over your hammock. So if you do that, and then use a sleeping bag inside, put your rain fly on over everything so that you're cutting the wind out. You can even use your poncho as that. So let's put all this stuff back. Let's see what time it is first. It is 1:30. Let's do something here. Let's get a look at what the hammock looks like up with just the over-under quilt. Just so you guys can get kind of a general feel of what it's going to look like when it's put together. I'm not going to lay in them. Well, actually, yeah, I will. I'll even get this out, put it inside of it, lay in there for a little bit, kind of gets a little bit of a rest before I get going on the truck back to the vehicle. But anyways, so yeah, if you keep this in your car, rain, snow, shine, don't matter, you should be able to at least get through a night. At minimum, a night. You know, you can make a stick shelter and then use either this and this, or just this as rain protection over your stick shelter. And then even if you don't use the hammock, you can use you can still use this as like a blanket or a sleeping bag, and use the sleeping bag. And then if you get too hot, you could always take layers off as you're laying there. But don't sweat. If you are laying in your hammock, sleeping bag, tent, lean-to shelter. It doesn't matter. If you start sweating, you start getting wet, you're going to be in trouble in the winter. So be mindful of that. Wear layers. I wear layers all the time for said reason. If I get too sweaty, this jacket's coming off. I don't want my back sweating and then, you know, go to lay down and sleep and my back will freeze. Well, what are you going to do then? So, yep. So you'll see me tearing this down, and that'll be the end of the video, unless I see you on the walk back to the car. Be safe, keep learning. Be safe, keep learning, and be friendly. We need a lot of it in this world, and I think it's very lacking these days. But we need it, and it's something that we need even to survive as a culture, as a society. Be nice to each other. Keep safe. See you next time.